Welcome back, everybody, to the Crystal Palace 2021 season preview on the Fox in the Box podcast. Matt, old boy Roy has got a big task in front of him this year to keep the Eagles up. Can he do it?
It's really tough. I think that they're right there. They're competing, with the newcomers. I think that they're right in that 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I mean, this team could even finish bottom. I think it's not out of the realm of possibilities here. Old boy's got his work cut out for him this season. Crystal Palace are a team that I'm fading in week one. Actually, I'm on Southampton, draw no bet in that one. Palace, we just touched on them. We just took a look at the team again. It's the same exact team that they have had for years. A solid counter-attacking team when you play through Zaha. Right. But their defense has started to get leakier and leakier as it goes on. They used to be somewhat solid. Now it's just, to me, when you're, especially just to touch on week one, I mean, when you're coming up against a goal-scoring team like Southampton, you cannot be that way. And it's also coming down to Zaha. Zaha doesn't want to be there. He hasn't wanted to be there for over 12 months. Probably 18 to 24. I mean, he doesn't want to be here. He doesn't want to be here right now. He could still actually exit the club sometime here in the next month before the window shuts. So for me here, I think that Palace are sinking.
Yeah, Palace are sinking. I'm going to go ahead and say that now. I have them at 18th. I think they're a bit better than two other teams in this division, two newcomers, I'll say. Man, it's the same team. What are you doing? I mean, Roy Hodgson, he deserves some credit. I know Palace fans love Roy Hodgson because of what he's done for that team, for the players that he has at his disposal. I mean, you're bringing out Joel Ward, Patrick Van Aanholt, James Tompkins, Scott Dan, and Mamadou Sakho once again at the back. And, Matt, they lost 4 of their last 5 matches of the season last year. Probably more. I didn't look past that.
Yeah, it was like 8 out of 9. They drew on the last day. That was it.
That's disgusting. The only thing they had for the first half of the year was their defense. Because, Matt, they scored what? I don't have it in front of me. 31 goals last year, which is disgusting.
And the home fans at Selhurst.
Yeah,
that was so since the restart, they were so incredibly poor, Cody. So how is that going to factor into now where we have the upcoming season, no fans in the stands? We have known for years that going to Selhurst, it's a tough task.
Yeah.
They have a great home fan base. I think that they're one of the clubs in this league that really trend down with the no fans.
100%. And just what they've done. I mean, you brought in Michy Batshuayi on a loan from Chelsea. That doesn't move the ticker at all for me. I mean, what else they have? Christian Benteke, worthless. Ayu's been there for years, not great. Zaha's everything. I mean, Zaha's everything, and his production fell off last year because I think he's just tired of it.
Yeah.
I mean, the club won't let him go. Granted, they're paying him a lot of money, but he's just kind of given up. They've done nothing to provide him any sort of assistance outside of, Mihailovic in the midfield, who's a fantastic player. I'll give him that. At least they have him. But outside of that, there's just no creativity. What are you going to do? Rely on Andros Townsend to give you service? No. It's Ayu or it's Zaha or bust. And I think they're busting this year. They're going to drop. They're going to have to sell. And what's going to happen is when they drop, they're going to have to sell Zaha for a reduced price because people know they can't pay those wages in the championship. Ain't no chance he's playing in the championship. And they're going to get screwed over big time. They got screwed by COVID with the home fans. They got screwed because they can't sell Zaha for what they price him at. They should have got rid of him to Arsenal last year. Shame on them. They're dropping.
I agree. I think that they're right in that territory where it is going to be butt squeezing time for the Eagles fans out there. They're not going to be able to provide any help in the stands. And I just see that this is going to be chaotic for old boy Roy. What can old boy Roy conjure up here this season? They were great on the road, at least in the past 2 seasons. They've been a fantastic road side. But again, I mean, just all the different dynamics, Cody. I think that we both like them to be treading on thin ice here this season, and that is our Crystal Palace 2020.